All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ruach HaKodesh. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who continue to rule well and guide us through the Spirit, and peace and blessing. Shalom to the Most High's hopeful elect across the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Yagadal. I'm a one from GMS Houston, back on another lesson. All right, and I just want to start this lesson with a question. All right, do you really believe in the power of this word? Okay, because that's all we have to stand on. Okay, we're not carnal. All right, we're not warriors in the flesh. We're not soldiers in the flesh. We're not militant. All right, the only thing that we were equipped with was the full understanding of the true doctrine. Okay, which is the most powerful weapon. Okay, that we can have. Okay, and that's what Yahweh Shai gave us. Okay, all right, to handle his business. Okay, to be a defense of the gospel. All right, to be administrators of the word. Okay, among many other things spiritually, man. Okay, so we have to, the true members of the hopeful elect, all right, they completely believe in the power of the word. Okay, we don't have to resort to gimmicks. We don't have to play games with the Most High's ministry. We don't have to, all right, try to worry about numbers, man. All right, we're focused on administering the power of this word, man. Okay, so let's get straight into this lesson. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. That's why you have, all right, we have been in the midst of an information war for a long time. Okay, because the small hats, they don't want to be talked about. They don't want to be. Those are the ones in rulership. That's who you can't talk about. Okay, so we're exposing, all right, all the wickedness and their judgment. Okay, all right. I'll have to fact check it, but I saw a quick article saying that Israel, all right, the state of Israel bought Chat GTP and was going to be making sure that it was any questions concerning them would be more friendly towards the small hats, man. Okay, they're trying to cover their tracks and hide their wickedness, all right, while they are getting ready to implement their pushed forward in their agenda with the NWO. Okay, which we're seeing them gathering all the nations, all right, for war. Okay, all right, America is sending, all right, war crafts toward Iran. Okay, all right, Trump just removed America from the World Health Organization. Okay, all right, you had Canada. They just chose sides. Everybody's siding against America. Okay, why? Because they're being fueled by the small hats, man, by the state of Israel. Okay, so they don't want these things to be brought out, all right, concerning their agenda, concerning their history, concerning who the fuck they are. Okay, but it's not gonna stop, man. The Lord has put the spirit on the men of the Lord to be that spiritual juggernaut. All right, constantly putting up lessons, constantly edifying, constantly condemning, constantly prophesying, man. Okay, so the spirit of his mouth is the men of the Lord. Okay, that he's imparted with the knowledge, wisdom, understanding through Yahweh Shai. Okay. It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's going to be end of his destruction. It's going to start with the being consumed with the spirit of his mouth, all right, by the prophets. It's going to lead to the ultimate destruction, all right, through thermonuclear fire, man. Okay, and that's the beauty of this. We know that this is going to happen, man. Okay, real quick, I'm going to read this in the NLT. This is Hebrews 4 and 12 in the NLT. It says, for the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is alive and powerful. All right, and that's beautiful. It said alive and powerful because this word quickened us or made us alive. All right, that's what gave us the full breath. Okay, all right, versus the ones who just got sinews and tendons and a little flesh on them, but no breath. All right, we got the full understanding. Okay, so this word took us from a dead state, all right, onto being spiritually alive, but dead to the world. Okay, it says it is sharper than the sharpest two-edged sword, cutting between soul and spirit, between joint and marrow. It exposes our innermost thoughts and desires. And if you're not of the elect, all right, when you get cut, all right, you're not gonna be humble enough to accept it and get spiritually healed, all right, by facing your demons, by taking accountability, all right, by acknowledging and repenting to the Heavenly Father for what we've done. Okay, but for the rest of these people, it tears them up. Okay, that's why you see people get mad at the men of the Lord. They have true hatred toward us. Why? Because they hate Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It ain't got shit to do with us. They hate the righteousness of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They hate the will of the Lord, all right, when they hear the truth of it. Not this plantation Christianity, all right? All right, not the bullshit, soft-ass doctrines that Jake is teaching to soothe the minds of women and in the world. Okay? All right, so let's move on. This Apostle Rumlov brought this out live out there in Dallas on the block. All right, and this is and I said, man, I ain't brought that out in years, man. This used to be one of my favorite scriptures to read. I'll read it in the KJV first. All right, this is Jeremiah 5:14. It says, "Wherefore thus saith the Lord power of hosts." All right, it says, "Because ye speak this word, behold, what word?" And not just speaking. Everybody had a Bible, okay, but everybody don't know how to break it down, man. Okay. Why? Because you have to be, first of all, you have to be an Israelite to get this understanding, and then you have to be chosen by Yahweh Shai to receive it. Okay, which you were chosen by the Most High because He gave the elect unto Yahweh Shai, as you read in John the 10th chapter. Okay, it says, "Because ye speak this word, and not just but the true understanding of the word." Okay, with all I get understanding. Okay, it says, "Behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them." And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing people being devoured with the word, or igniting that hatred within them, man. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to be told what's correct. They don't want to know what's coming. All right, they just want to continue to be blind in Babylon and hope for the best. All right, all along, the devil is getting ready to ride on you motherfuckers, which he's already doing through ICE, man. All right, now he's taking out his own people, man. All right, you had the Rachel Good, I forgot her name, Rachel, whatever, the Edomite one, Lesbo that got knocked off by ICE, and now you just had Edomite, a so-called white man, all right, just got laid down in Minnesota, I believe, yesterday. Okay, so and you seeing the tension is growing fast. Okay, in between the citizens and ICE. All right, now they have the permission. All right, to run in your houses, man. All right, don't need a warrant, man. They can just come in. This is what we about to do. We coming in here. Okay, but this is Jeremiah 5:14 in NLT. It says, "Therefore, this is what the Lord power of heaven's armies says, because the people are talking like this, my message will flame out of your mouth and burn the people like kindling wood." And that's a beautiful metaphor, man, because that's what's happening, man. We're seeing the power of this word, all right, tear people apart, man, bug people out, consume them. Okay, this is a scary thing, man. Okay, to be on the other side of that sword versus you being the one wielding it, man. Okay, but this is a beautiful thing to know that you're a part of the ones, all right, that the Lord set up to defend the gospel, man. Okay, and be a spiritual warrior, man. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this last scripture and I'm gonna end it on this. All right, this is 2 Corinthians 10:4. It says, matter of fact, I'll start at 3. 2 Corinthians 10:3, it says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh," because we're spiritual men. Okay, we went from a carnal state to a spiritual state, man. Okay, it says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to the pulling down of strongholds." And that's what we've done. All right, we've brought down all the lies, all the false philosophies, the false doctrines. okay, through the power, all right, of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's word, man. Okay, it says casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge. Okay, see where the battle, like I said, the beginning of this lesson said what? We've been in an information battle. Okay, it's been Esau's bullshit rhetoric and dogma versus the truth of the scriptures, which has been imparted unto us by Yahweh Shai. Okay, it says, and everything and every high thing that is exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and bring it into captivity every thought to the obedience of Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Okay, it says, and having in readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. And that's what we're doing, man. Okay, spiritually, we have went to war, all right, with the elites, all right, with the rebellious of our nation, with the other heathens, with Christians, everybody that's going against the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, we fucking have been going to war with, man. Okay? In our spirit, we're constantly excited, reading the same scriptures over and over. We're excited, okay? We're obsessed with Sophia. All right, we can't get tired of her, man. Okay? Because we see the beauty in this wisdom. We see the strength and the power of this wisdom, man. And what it's doing, all right, how it's reshaped, all right, everything, man. All right, this devil has to keep going back to the drawing board to try to save, all right, his lies, man. But nothing's going to stop it. And it's only going to lead to the full fulfillment of the Lord's will, leading to the destruction of this place after the spiritual warfare has already destroyed this place, man. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. I just wanted to go into that and keep that in mind. Do you really believe in the power of this word, man? All right, with that, I say shalom.